not all their information was totally correct, but a good amount of it was. I mean, I can only expect him to be so accurate. Roy's not a character that there's a lot of information out there for.
That's true. Should have consulted you, man.
They should.
I gotta consult Batmayne on the hair game because right now, superb, always superb, and always with the Batman shirt as well. It's Batmayne versus APG Elquapod. Elquapod, statistician of our region,
right?
As well as a phenomenal caster.
Yes, he is.
But very recently has been hitting some walls in his gameplay, actually reaching out to players and trying to figure out what he can do to improve overall. So let's see if we can maybe give him some guidance. Batmayne. But I'll tell you what, even though we don't see him too much during the latter half of the bracket, especially in these early days, whenever we get to see his Lucas Unleashed, it's just such a treat.
Yeah, it is a very big treat. So we don't get to see Lucas players very often. He's a very rare breed of player, Lucas is. It'll be very interesting how this works out.
Off to Smashville we go. So what are your thoughts on this stage in regards to both of these characters and their potential interactions?
I'm not sure about Lucas, but it is a fairly nice Falcon stage. It's fairly wide, so there's lots of room to run. Falcon, of course, his biggest threat is that he moves forward so fast, and also his dash grab, like boosts movement forward and a huge grab range. So he threatens really far from like a medium-long distance. And so a long stage like this, he can oftentimes, just like that, safely move back and try to set up for his spacing. And it can be pretty difficult getting through sometimes.
Oh, so difficult to get around that aerial. Batmayne taking stock one, and this is what I love to see from him. He's just so precise whenever it comes to landing those spikes. Looking at Elquapod, something you might want to consider is the fact that that moving platform does grant him some additional recovery options.
Yep.
He doesn't have to play so telegraphed and consistently get towards the ledge. The other half of that coin is if he starts playing too much towards a platform, he's going to leave himself very vulnerable. And he's going to find himself on the receiving end of another one of those brutal aerials.
Yep, and that is one thing to consider too, is that Falcon moves really, really fast on the ground. His aerial movement speed, it's not quite as impressive. He still has really big threat range with the up air, and like obviously if he hits you with a knee, your life is over. So the power is still there, but his mobility is a lot lower. So it can be a lot harder to get in those positions where he really shines.
I don't like that charge down smash. Batmayne loved it though, gave him the opportunity to get back on center. And the Falcon kick, a burst movement option, get back to center stage and knock Batmayne off. He's still struggling to take the stock, but that Raptor boost. Oh, just mixing it in as Batmayne was trying to lay out a wall of aerials, getting right through that zone.
Yeah, that was actually a really, really good use for this side B, because not only did, obviously did it work in that situation, but Batmayne had been doing that situation at the ledge so many times. Like you'd already shown him, this is what I like to do. I like to just throw around aerials and, control this space and try to counter hit you whenever you're doing things. And, side B is pretty easy to squeeze in there on landing lag on the attacks like that and get the punish.
Notice how patient Elquapod is playing right now. He understands that this kind of a single mistake could cost him the game. So he's just running up, using his shield a lot, getting these quick jabs, and not trying to overextend on the punishes. Oh, right there. The up air very nearly cost him. He's still back onto the ground. Falcon is a bit on the thicker side, so he might be able to survive the onslaught for how much longer. Down throw will combo into up air, and Batmayne will be taking this first game.
That is one habit Elquapod does have, which I guess Batman picked up on, is that he does like to stay grounded for his movement, which is usually a good thing for Falcon. But whenever you're rushing at an opponent like that, you don't necessarily want to be taking a risk. Like the dash attack is good, the dash grab are good, but both are a commitment. So oftentimes, if his opponent hasn't already committed to something, you can't actively punish. Elquapod will run in with a shield, and Batmayne was ready for the down throw punish.
I liked it also because we didn't see too many grabs.
Yeah,
in neutral,
I think that was his first grab he did that game.
And just a great answer to what we saw from Elquapod, where he would just run up, shield, gets right through it. But now Elquapod, surprise counter pick to the Game & Watch. I felt that his Falcon was getting a much better handle on the matchup. I'm wondering why he decided to switch over to Game & Watch.
I know he has been working on this character a lot, so it's not like a super far secondary. It is someone he has a lot of experience with. So I don't know if it's a matchup thing or if he's just trying to switch things up.
Do you foresee Bucket being a factor in this matchup at all?
Probably not too much because Batmayne hasn't been playing with the PK Fire too much. He's thrown out a couple here and there, but it's not been like the cornerstone of his gameplay. And if it's not, it's pretty difficult to find those buckets because a lot of times, like here, Batmayne using the PK Fires whenever he's already in a good position, and it's pretty hard to get away with buckets in those situations from the Game & Watch.
Even the spacing that Batmayne chooses, at times it feels like it's ambiguous if it will actually even reach the bucket. Batmayne just whiffing on the down throw up air. Now, is that no longer true on Game & Watch?
Possibly. I imagine there is a window where it is true and it will kill, but Game & Watch a much, much lighter character than Falcon and much floatier as well. So I imagine the window to get the kill off the down throw up air is going to be significantly smaller.
And while he can use his recovery option to get out of that up air at times, what we saw from Batmayne was great patience. He waited for the landing that Elquapod had to do eventually, and then had the punish waiting for him as he got back onto that platform. Back into the punish game, and what a read from Batmayne. That was a 56% combo set. That was insane.
Lots of damage.
If you look at it, he's halfway there. Game & Watch, one of the lightest characters in this game, and because Batmayne has been killing so consistently off the top, he's done so much work towards taking the stock out. Down smash. Batmayne spacing error will cost him, won't cost him the stock quite yet, but staring down at triple digits, he knows he's got to be careful.
Yep, lots of different moves that Game & Watch can be using to get the KO here. Big missed opportunity from Elquapod there, actually. That could have done a smash deck of his choice. And Game & Watch's smash decks hit really hard. His up smash is up smash. And rapid jab, I guess, is also a kill move.
I guess when they're cornered.
I learned something new.
It's the go-to.
Okay, nice chase on the roll. Putting a little bit of damage on the board, but Elquapod still coming back from a pretty big deficit. If he does manage to get a grab, Game & Watch grab combos do a lot of damage as well, similar to Lucas. So he can start mixing that back in his favor. But getting hands on this Lucas looks like it'll be pretty challenging. Batmayne doing a really good job spacing with his air, with other attacks, keeping himself very safe.
That's tough. Again, Game & Watch, like you mentioned, has to get in close to find any of those payoffs that he needs. Batmayne is just not giving it to him. Oh! What a bucket! Where did that even come from?
He bucketed the PK freeze, but I don't know when he bucketed other things. Does PK freeze just fill bucket up completely?
Do you think it could have even been the down smash?
I don't think so. Maybe.
That was absolutely insane.
Yeah. Huh.
I can't believe that he got away with that.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that he got away with that. That was insane. Let's go ahead and see this one more time, right? So PK Fire off stage.
Okay, yeah, he definitely had the full bucket already. I don't know what from. I guess the PK freeze must have filled it all the way. Or he bucketed it at some time and we just... It's a pretty big animation. It's kind of hard to miss.
I know.
Gonna be sticking with Game & Watch for Game 3.
So yeah, let's go ahead and keep an eye out for that bucket.
Oh.
Surprising everybody, Elquapod taking Game 3, just stealing it from the grasp of Batmayne. And of course, as a competitor, you know that hurts a lot.
Oh yeah,
from a momentum standpoint.
Yeah, if you don't, that's one of the sort of a critical point mentally, where if you don't recover really well, you can just go on tilt super hard. And I mean, as everybody knows, you start going on tilt, it's hard. It becomes harder and harder to stop the farther you are tilting.
Batmayne just needs to understand that he has it in him to bring this back. We saw that 56% punish in that last stock, opening up that last stock in that last game. And that's all he really needs now to get back into this game, even less. Starting to maybe regain some of the momentum, very nearly getting the spike off stage. Elquapod had a couple of pixels of that stage to hang on to. And now he's back into a corner, trying to figure out how he's going to get in. The wall of Zairs and aerials have been so tough for him to get through.
Yep, nice patience, though, spacing around the grab. But Batmayne manages to find the grab right at those percents where he can get the kill throw. Oh, but falling down to that up smash. I'm surprised he actually survived that. No rage on Game & Watch, though.
That's up smash. It feels a lot like Ganon's up smash.
Yeah.
Where you're noticing that Elquapod is able to act out of it so quickly. So when Batmayne shields and when he thinks he can punish with a grab, because it's a tether grab, Elquapod has, I believe, some frame advantage. He can actually get out some of the jabs.
Possibly.
Yeah, as long as he's not frame perfect with his punish, that is.
Yeah, that up smash is a very difficult move to punish versus Game & Watch because it also has armor whenever he's releasing it. So similar to like Palutena, it'll actually just block an attack and then he'll go right through. And you don't want to have that go through your attack.
I'll tell you what, these up smashes get a bit more telegraphed, and now Batmayne is deciding to just keep his distance, throw out the Zairs as a punish instead, not even trying to give Elquapod the opportunity to get those jabs.
Elquapod having some trouble now actually getting in. Wow, and the up air finishes it off. Game & Watch, paper light.
Insanely light. We also have to talk about the rage.
There was a lot of rage, 120%, and on a stage with a relatively low ceiling.
It's tough.
It's tough.
Very tough.
That is one of the reasons why Game & Watch, is not a popular tournament character. Because he's got some decent stuff, but it's hard to feel, like it's a fair whenever you've got decent stuff and you're playing back and forth and you just die like 50% earlier than your opponent.
Very true. Very true. That's still such a crazy second game, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and look for the bucket.
I'm definitely going to be going back and looking for that myself. And I did not expect him to have full bucket.
He's going to be on the mic later, so definitely a chance for us to pick his brain and be like, oh, great master. Where did you get
Where
so
did
wily?
you find so much liquid to fill your bucket with? Tell us.
And he's like, you know what, man? It's just this one day in the desert.
Found this oasis, and I just put some back there and just, saved it for a rainy day.
Later. Yep.
Or a dry day, I guess.
Yeah, for a dry day. That's one way of putting it. Thanks for tuning in again to Shock.